alright, you know, lads, yeah. Better than Man City's, apparently. It's being mean to us. Everyone cares about our trophies. Nah, mate, they don't. No one gives a flying fuck, mate. So, yeah, keep going. I think we're already in here. I'm going to say 1-0 Liverpool already. No, as in we're 1-0 up.
We're 1-0 up.
Obviously, we'll win by more than that. I love doing this on a free show that's on YouTube as well, by the way. So every Man City little virgin all over the internet, like, I'm clipping this from Monday morning. Let it beat. I will not be one, but I'll still have millions on my head running around Anfield somewhere because we will.
How are you feeling? I mean, not as good as that, presumably.
No, feel confident though, feel good. So it's nice to have their cage rattled a little bit this week as well, which I know it's like, no one's under no one's confused about the fact that we're in a title race, and it just shows that it is, because the war of words starts and it's kind of good and it ratchets it up a little bit. I mean, there's three-way pressure this season, which is a little bit mad, but it just feels good that it's cranked it up a little bit more and it's got in their heads a little bit, make them respond. So yeah, it feels really good, and they never look forward to going to Anfield. This just turns it on a little bit more as well.
It is funny with the whole chant thing, because it's from 442 magazine. Yeah. So we'd have done that into, I reckon, about 2 months ago. Yeah. So I reckon about 2 months ago. Until they've gone to him, oh, it's going to go out the week before City. He's gone, is it, lad? Just drop that in and then just walk off. And he's just like, he's probably like every now and again, the last few weeks, he just had a little laugh to himself, going like, they're not going to like that.
Wilderness, was he already injured when he did it? Because if so, that's even more elite shit stir. Because he knows he's not even going to be on the pitch. Like,
he's made the first tackle. He made the tackle.
But it is so true, though, because it is clearly an advantage for us, the fact that they absolutely hate coming to us. I mean, let's face it, we don't really enjoy going there.
No, we don't.
And the fact is that this is the one that matters. Like, we've already done that. We've got that out of the way. This is the one that matters. It's on our patch.
Statistically, this is their worst away ground. Statistically, it's their worst away ground. They perform worse at Anfield than anywhere else. So they get 0.5 points a game. And we've got fucking 60,000 maniacs fucking screaming. It's going to be wild on Sunday, by the way.
I was going to do the whole steady hand thing, but I quit smoking 2 weeks ago, so it probably wouldn't be a good representation of how I'm actually feeling. But yeah, no, I'm calm. I'm genuinely calm about this.
Listen, I'll be honest, that obviously the nerves are there, because if you're not nervous going to a game like this, you don't understand what it means, you know what I mean? Because I said last night on the post-match stuff that even a draw, I think we'll feel like a little bit of the air is being let out of our balloon, and we perform better when it's absolutely the highest possible stakes. A win just puts us, on a mental note, the fans especially, because we're absolutely fucking lunatics the best of times, but I think it just puts the players in a position where they're like, they're sort of, even looking back to Steven Gerrard, this does not slip, do you know what I mean? And they're going for every single game. And it's not 2 or 3 games, it's like 10, do you know what I mean? Yeah. We just feel like we've come into it just at the right time. And the fact that Klopp's even got in on a little bit today, apparently, hasn't he, saying about...
He was great in the press conference. His first question, they asked him about that, and his answer was brilliant. Honestly, like, he'd obviously got it ready. Like, Barrett's probably had a word. He said, they're going to ask you about this, think about what you're going to say. And he's like, lad. I was in the shower this morning, don't you worry about me. And he just, like, nailed the response. He said, of course it means more to us, doing a review and stuff like that. And, like, you know, when he talked about the parade, and he didn't say their parades are shit.
No. He didn't have to. He didn't have to.
But he said, have you seen our parades? And then there was other parades.
This is the way we do it. This is the way it's done elsewhere.
Do you have a bingo caller announcing the team off the team bus, mate? Have you heard that?
My toe sign really just feet the curl up that much.
Might have fully retracted.
Honestly, like.
Listen, George, I was just glad to see you were still doing it. I was like, oh, George is still keeping his eye on fair play. You know, you never know when you might have to go back.
It's true, mate, but they do say never go back, and yeah, but I had to do it. It's one of them.
Diaz is funny, so like Haaland's on a big moan, and he gone like, oh, all this, and then Diaz, but like Diaz was the big one, like, oh, another day at the office and all that. He came up with that phrase, and then now he's like, oh no, it means loads. Do you know what I mean? You're like, you can't have it both ways.
But the fact that they want to have it both ways shows how insecure they are.
They are very insecure. Like as a needy man, they're a disgrace.
Think about it though. When we win, what are we doing? We're laughing at absolutely everything. Anything someone says, it's like, yeah, sounds, crack on, say what
it makes it better, doesn't it?
Yeah, but now every time that they are so thin-skinned about the whole situation that they cannot help but respond, and every time they respond and they say something, it just ramps it up. I mean, like, you just hear, me. But obviously, like, we were all going to be going into the ground bouncing Sunday, but this is makes it even harder because we know that this is exactly what they don't want. They don't want us bouncing. I mean, think about the game last season at ours. We were shit going into that game. And then I think that was the game that Milner was starting the right back.
We were going into that with some trepidation, even regardless of all of their previous history. But even still,
Exactly. And then first half, they're playing well, and we're thinking, oh shit, it's going to be a bad one. Then they have the goal disallowed, and then Guardiola loses his shit on the sideline, and we all get into it. And suddenly it's okay.
But he always does lose his shit at Anfield, and that translates to the players as well. You know, the time where he was going twice. Remember, brilliant needle.
I can't remember this.
They must have a scouser. Yeah.
that was so good. But even in that game last year, the goal we scored, the Salah one, comes from, I think, it might be Diaz, who actually gets all excited, gets dragged in, and instead of just, because Salah's facing that goal, instead of just letting him take the ball down and then playing him, he tries to go past him, probably because he's so wound up about being at Anfield. So that's not a decision he'd make 9 times out of 10, but it's a decision that we've seen away players regularly make at Anfield. Something like, even the Vincent Kompany one in 2014, he'd been the best centre-half in the league for ages, slices of clearance, you know what I mean? The pressure of Anfield is a very real thing, and you can see that they're feeling already. And as I said, listen, 1-0 to us, got to translate it on the pitch. Their version of that will be, okay, well, we're going to get the ball and you're just not going to have for like 15 minutes. The noise, honestly, people's heads are going to pop. Imagine the booing and the whistling if they put 5 passes together. It's going to be going off its head. It's going to be amazing, you know.
That creates its own pressure as well, and again, they don't handle that well. Pep doesn't handle it well. They don't handle it well, and Anfield is going to be feral on Sunday. I'm really, really excited.
Sorry, what's your plan?
Staying out from
No, you can't ask me, John. You really can't ask me. I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken, mate. I'm missing the biggest game of the season, but I've got the very best substitute coming in, who's the man sat behind you, Ryan Haley.
Is that on your ticket?
No, but he's still a substitute. It's 1 for 1.
Lynn's watching this. That's my season.
Shout out to Lynn.
Lynn. So the lads has pay.
So I've got to go away for work, so I'm missing the biggest game, potentially the biggest game of Jurgen's reign.
Certainly the biggest.
Well, I've got no meetings booked after 4 o'clock on Sunday, so I'm working Sunday. So
you have meetings on Sundays.
Oh, mate, Germans, they said I'm going to this. It's a lot of life admin, but I'm going to this wine fair. And instead of doing it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they do it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Right. So I've got to find somewhere in central Dusseldorf. There's an Irish bar that I've already looked up. It's 20 minutes from where I am in a cab, so it's going to be absolutely fine.
I mean, they'll be into it in Germany, surely. The Jurgen factor.
Yeah.
They'll be sticking up for Liverpool.
And it'll be good for me nerves as well.
Yes. I want a picture of you though in all the grapes bollock.
Only me lederhosen on. Thigh slapping. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm excited. What about you?
We have just been talking to Craig before. We normally go into town, but we're saying like we might get up to Anfield early, like and having a few beers.
Doing a bus meet, Addy?
I think you might just get sort of one naturally just forms.
Yeah.
I don't think because I don't think the 1906 have put anything out South specifically, and it's normally them that people listen to.
And Erdinger, please. Stop! Don't forget the best bit.
Yeah, I want to get up there early and just sort of like be around Anfield and just sort of enjoy it. Like my plan, and I think like, you know, it's just making sure that after every fan who's going, Mo, like there's another 4 who'd love to have your seat, and I think you've got to sort of remember that, and I always try to remember it for these games is, yeah, I might have had a season for a long time or whatever, but for this games like this, spent years last season, top of the table clash, like, you know, you need to do your bit and to get behind the team.
I'm always like that though, because like, I don't have a season ticket, so whenever I get them, I can get them. So any game I go to might be my last game of the season. And obviously with it being Jurgen, and I'm in the main as well. Thanks, Gav. I'm in the seat. There's literally like 5 rows behind Jurgen.
I want to see you, lad. I want to see you on the pitch.
You know what? I'm gonna have to do it to all the lads. There's a couple of lads that sit behind me in that row, and it's like I never hear them say anything positive. I only hear their voice in the negative. So I'm
Jurgen turns around and you're like,
yeah.
I'm not a grass pot. It's not me, lad. I said wear it.
So I hope that they're watching this, because I'm absolutely like, normally I have to sit on my hands because, like, you know, it's not my seat, so I can't be too much of a dickhead.
Sunday is not a day for sitting on your hands.
No, absolutely not. So yeah, they are pre-warned.
if you don't hear me from Dusseldorf, I'll be disappointed.
And I mean, he's back there, 306. Like he's
Days,
have a go on the best days.
Well, we love it against Burnley at home. You know what I mean? We'll have a go up there. But on a Sunday, honestly, it'll be...
What's it like then for the people who've never been like to a game like this? Never mind it. So 306 was the area that was formed to encourage the atmosphere, and the groupies have been going to the game for a long time. It's good up there. It was standing before standing was allowed. Let's be honest. But now obviously there is that sort of area. What's it like up there for a game like City?
It's incessant is the word for it. Even like there's singing most of the game for most games. Do you know what I mean? But because we're so far up the back of the Kop, and for most games, like it doesn't really translate to the centre because people don't know that up for it. But we'll be sick. We'll go through the repertoire up there anyway. So a game like Sunday, it just radiates out from there, and it's honestly, when a goal goes in up there, it's like an explosion. You know, there's just fucking bodies.
You're tight to the roof as well, aren't you? Which makes it feel more intense.
Well, it's hot up there as well. I swear to you, there's a microclimate up there. Even in the middle of winter, it can be snow on the ground. And you can't have your coats up there. Yeah. Honestly, it's unbelievable. And a goal up there, oh my God. It's a good job they put them safe standing barriers in, because I swear some of the people I've seen go like 50, like Gary Shaw and all that. Fellas of a certain age. 50
odd Gary Shaw.
Gary Shaw's channel. So they're flying. They're the days you absolutely love up there. Like last year we had the United 7-0 and our James was at that one. Like he was just like, oh my God. He just like,
why is that man upside down?
Well, that's it, you know what I mean? He's looking, thinking, this is amazing. But every fella in the whole Kop was saying to him, lads, remember this forever, this will never be beaten, blah, and he's just like, this is absolutely off its head. Sunday, it'll be exactly the same. We've got like, the group that originally started, probably 15 years ago now, we're all pretty much still together. But then there's a few of the lads who've managed to get their kids' season tickets in there. So they've been coming since they were like 10, 11 and 12.
Boss.
And they're 15, 16 and 17 now. And 2 rows in front of us, we make Cappy and Dave Mack after watching this. Their lads sit, they've got 5 of them that's been them, and they've just seen them grow up and grow up and grow up. And their average age is about 15, 16 now, and they're fucking brilliant, you know. Days like Sunday are made for young kids like that. We're our fellas now, relatively, aren't we? I think, don't get me wrong, we all still act like fucking children most of the time. But them young kids are the ones who get it going, like Geordie and all them up there.
And you need that new blood, don't you? Because we've all been there, we've seen it, done it. We've been to Anfield hundreds of times, we're in very fortunate positions. And, you know, there's only so much Bertie May I can take, but getting the young lads in and then bringing the new songs and, you know, getting the Diogo song going and all that, and you just feel like this relentlessness starts to build, and that translates onto the pitch. And it's our responsibility to do that on Sunday, isn't it? It's to create that energy, it's to plug it up, to get it fucking really, really intense, and then get the players to respond to it.
The best thing up there is when you look across to like the likes of the main stand and the likes of the Kenwyn, and you just see like bodies jumping up and down. Like, even if you haven't scored, maybe there's just been like a mad decision and it's gone off like it did at Wembley for the LA, and you see the whole ground go, because you don't see it that often. Yeah. That's one, because listen, now with the Anfield atmosphere, people go, oh, it's a myth. It isn't, but it happens when it needs to happen. Yes. It doesn't happen against Tottenham at home. Tottenham are a massive team and it's normally a good game, but you're not getting like people trying to rip heads off for Tottenham. Sunday, people will be going ballistic. It'll be unbelievable.
Well, like the Southampton game, I was sitting right by all the Southampton fans, and there was loads of them, because obviously it's FA Cup, they get a bigger allocation, and they were all doing, oh, where's your famous atmosphere? And I was like, wait, it's coming. And then we didn't start very well, and it looked like there was a few mistakes, and the lads needed us, clicked into gear, didn't they? And I was thinking about the game last night at Prague, and it's like, you go to away ground sometimes, and it's just that constant hum of noise, and it sounds impressive on the telly.
And it looks cool, like,
motivationally.
What's it doing for the team?
Yeah, you're not getting that fucking big jolt of like excitement, a sudden, like, that's when the pulses start racing, and that's when players like who's saying start making mistakes, or our lads start coming. And I look at our team, I look at the guys who are going to be on the pitch, specifically the number 9. And I think that he is absolutely...
he doesn't want to home in.
He might do some madness in, mate, on Sunday. Oh my God.
Like,
I want to see what his ear's like.
I'm more excited about seeing him on Sunday than anyone else. He's been building towards it.
Like some sort of Northern warrior.
He's like a fucking samurai at the moment. You can just see he's building this laser focus, and it feels like it's building for Sunday. 2 goals last night. He was all over the pitch. He just feels like that's his target.
Even if he does something bad, he'll probably punch someone's head, and so he'd still be pumped up.
If he digs Pep.
Just as he walks off.
No, Then he can't go to Old Trafford.
No, yeah, that's true.
I
Yeah.
wish, I them mean you play up front against them.
I know, but I'd rather watch Darwin do it in this.
And plus it's Kate's birthday, so she won't be happy if I'm at Old Trafford.
She won't believe you. Sorry, honestly, I'm going to play up front.
What was?
I didn't expect to call up as well either, but like,
It's one of them.
The sort of the situation. Like Kev said before, like it is one of those where, you know, draw's sort of okay, and even if they get beat, like no one's done, do you know what I mean? But a win just is.
Kev said it was a draw, it was okay. Absolutely
No,
not.
You were crying it in about a draw before.
Absolutely not.
I meant in the grand scheme of things.
No, I disagree. Honestly, I fucking vehemently disagree. I'd try to the draw, let some of the arrows of our balloon, and we work best when our balloon is just about to pop. And I honestly, but let's put it this way, David Mooney on the Friday show today was basically trying a draw in. He was like, if we get a draw, I'll be more than happy with that. And then he said, because then we can go to Arsenal and get the 3 points. If they get a draw at Anfield, they will beat Arsenal. If we beat them,
Their next two are really tough as well. After that, they've got Villa and Arsenal, Arsenal and Villa, sorry. So yeah, it really cranks it up. They get beat there. They could be out of it in 3 games' time.
Oh, it's all dirty.
But no, I'm exactly the same. Like the draw is no good because we need the momentum you get from a win.
Momentum's the word, that is.
100%. And you're right. Even like when will our next league game be? Like
With
2
3
weeks.
weeks,
Yeah.
3 weeks. So we'll be top for ages.
Ages.
Exactly.
And top by a long chalk as well from City. Obviously, you'd imagine Arsenal do the deed of Brentford, don't you? So, listen, if you find me in the stand on Sunday and we've through to all, I'll be saying it's the best point you've ever got at Anfield. Like, no doubt about it. Because you can talk yourself into anything. But at this moment now, I just think a win is just, it's so massive.
Yes, that's what I was coming on to. A win is that massive.
Well, that's it. But also, because a win is so massive, and because we're fucking mental as a fan base, like if it's 2-2 in the 89th minute, we'll be wanting Kelleher to go in front, you know what I mean? And the players can't help but get involved in that. And even, like, at that moment, City will be thinking, please just blow that whistle. And that makes it even more likely that something like that happens, like the Coutinho goal, which Company cocked up for in 2014. Listen, if you speak to me Sunday night and we've drawn, I'll probably be rational and say, yeah, it wasn't the worst result in the world. At the moment now, honestly, I'd be gutted.
I think the good thing about that pressure building as well is that they've been very much a first half team this year, and we've been incredibly leaning towards a second half team, and that progressive momentum, almost an inevitability that we've got when it comes toward the end of games. You saw Darwin Núñez scoring in the 99th minute the other night, and this it means that they can never rest on the laurels, no matter what the score is going into the last 10, no matter what the score is going into 89. They know that the power of Anfield, they know the power of Liverpool, they know the mentality, and they know what's carrying Liverpool's momentum at the moment, which is more than just the emotion that we do. We do better than anyone else anyway, carrying the emotion into moments like that, but also riding the wave of Jurgen, riding the wave of what this means coming in, playing the biggest game potentially of Jurgen's reign. It's going to be fucking enormous, and he better be ready. He better bring the fucking dinner.
Well, it's not just the time, George, it's the score as well, because they could be 2-0 up and let's fucking open it off either way, but they could be 2-0 up and thinking, but they can get 3 goals in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
we've done that, so
absolutely.
we're so it's not just the pressure of the fact that, you know, we scored.
My heart can't cope with the thought of them being 2-0 up by the way.
It just made me feel a little bit sick then.
No, there's a chance they go 1-0 up, but then there's a chance that we score 3 goals in 10 minutes in the second half and win it, and they know that.
Well, they were 1-0 up at home, and it didn't know good.
Yep.
Like they were 1-0 up for a long fucking time and couldn't get that second goal. And every minute that ticked past where they weren't 2-0 up, they were starting to think, well, they're only a goal behind. And we were starting to think, well, we're only a goal behind.
Yeah.
And we were able to do that there. Think about having Anfield on
raucous
top of
Anfield.
Oh, I tell you. And I just think that we're now in a situation where it's not like it was a couple of weeks ago where it's like the 11 to start the game, they've got to win the game.
Yeah.
We've now got a few more options. So if things aren't going the way they can do, Jurgen can change it. And we know right now that he's better at doing that than anyone else out there.
Yeah.
And I trust whoever he's got on that bench to come on and make a difference.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, you're working Saturday night.
No.
That's good, because I'd be worried about how early you'd wake up on Sunday and be like, do you know what I mean? Like you could go to bed at 5:30 through work, and then but you'd be awake at 8:30.
Well, I'm working till 5:30 tonight.
That's slightly better though.
But
I think you can still get a lie-in on Saturday.
So
it's Sunday, because Sunday you just wake up early and go.
Saturday it's all right. My missus is going to the Crufts. so I haven't got to do anything.
The Crufts, that was so scouse. That's the scousest thing you've ever done.
20 years,
Just behind the Asda.
So yeah, I've got no responsibilities. I'm not even getting dressed for Saturday. It's all about preparing for Sunday.
Yeah.
I've got a match with my under-8 team on Sunday morning. Mate.
You'll win against them, mate. They're only little.
I swear, I'll be that hyped up for our match if their manager starts mouthing off me. He'll be like that scene in Football Factory where it's just I'll be giving team talks to my lads and I'll be wanting the parents to like, yes, come on, yes. Like, honestly, I'm bad enough at the best of times with them. I'll be absolutely round the bend, and if we go, oh my God, they better not even think about getting beat with top of the league, and if they were throw it away, and I'm talking about the under-18, I'm not even Liverpool, mate.
Listen, up the under-8, up the Reds. Hope you enjoy it wherever you go, and if you're lucky enough to be there, make some noise. Nice one to Erdinger. Cheers.